G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and our Let's Play series on Sosnovka Not Extreme, a map by our good friend Johnny Vee. Okay, so here we are, we're still on field 10, we're just coming to the end of our harvesting. So the first of our combine harvesters is coming through here. He's about to finish his run down here with our other combine trailing on behind. And we're about to have to empty these guys off for the last time. And then head on back to the farm with everything. So we're going to grab our star here, and we're going to head in and offload the combines. So I hope you're doing well. This is following hot on the heels of the last episode. Just purely for the fact, like I said, we need to get a few of these recorded up because we're going away for a little while, the family. So here to give you something to watch while we're away, and I was falling a bit behind as well, so plus we just need to get the work done. So we're coming to the end of all our field work for autumn, and it's going to provide us time now to basically finish prepping the fields ready for spring. So we'll be able to plough this field, for instance. We've ploughed all the others. We can then put some fertiliser on, or spread some manure possibly, and then cultivate all that in, so we get a couple of fertilisation stages put through on the fields as well, and yeah, we can then move into winter knowing that our fields are 100% ready to go once we get good ground temperature on the first day of winter. Alright, he didn't want to let me reverse out of the way first, but anyway, that's okay. So he should basically finish there, I'm pretty sure, and there he goes, he finishes. So what we should do now is, before he fully shuts down, we'll just offload the little bit he just captured then. And then we'll move him out of the way so the other combine can come and finish off. So as you can see, in the combine convoy mode, he's sitting back there now, he's waiting because he knows the guy up ahead of him has stopped. So he keeps a nice distance of separation. To ensure they don't get too close while they're operating, and we're all good. Now, I haven't noticed it do that before. He's actually started folding everything up. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just bring him around here, we'll jump out of the star, and we'll finish him on his course, and clear that off. We'll move him down here out of the way and prepare to take him back up to the farm. So as you can see, we've moved out of the way. The other combine has continued on its merry way. So we're going to lower off the header, disconnect, and then we'll connect up, because what we're going to do is going to basically take all 4 units we've got down here on this field back to the farm in a convoy, with the combine harvesters leading. There we go, so he's ready to go. Right, he's basically finished now. So we'll bring this guy over, he'll offload from the harvester, we'll go and offload the overloader into the semi, and then we'll hook everything back up into the convoy, and we'll be good to go. And then we'll probably do a bit of production work or something like that, just to tide the rest of this episode over. So we didn't really judge that one very well. What's he got left? He's got about 50% left now. So I hope everyone is doing really, really well. Still haven't got any more news from Giants on Farming Simulator 19, although I think this week is FarmCon week. So hopefully we should get a fair bit more news from FarmCon. If not, I think there'll be a lot of people disappointed, but I'm pretty sure they've already said they're going to give us a bit of information. So I'm sure everyone is looking forward to that. So I can say actually though that it is pretty much all but confirmed that class won't be in Farming Simulator 19.
not as Giants models. Obviously the modding community can bring us the class, which I certainly hope they will do, quite selfishly. But they have announced most of the brands that we know of that are coming back. So Crone, obviously the big John Deere announcement, which is big for the JD fans. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So yeah, FarmCon will be interesting to find out exactly what else we can get out of them. Fact sheet should be coming, not necessarily really soon, but soon enough, and that will start showcasing some stuff off, quite possibly. So looking forward to that one as well. Alright, I think what we might do is we might have the semi following the combines, and we'll have the tractor following the semi-trailer. Just put the cover back on the overloader, swing him behind, and put him on follow me. There we go, well done there. And not ideal, I don't want to be driving on the field, but that's what I've just decided I'm going to do. So, in fact, no, I won't. I'll just turn on the field and I'll come back down this way and then join up. So what we get out of that, we've got 80,000 litres of soybeans. So we'll go and take that back to the farm, and we'll probably sell that a little bit later. I do have to do some work with the chickens as well. I did notice as we started this episode that the chickens are in need of some straw, some food and some water. So we are going to go and deal with those. We haven't done with anything with them as yet, that I can recall. So we'll definitely get all that done. So I'll stop the driver, get rid of the course, lower the header, disconnect. We'll connect the header on, and then we'll go and set up our convoy and head back to the farm. And then we need to bring one of the tractors down, one of the Xerions down with the plough, and get this field ploughed. Alright, so I'll put you in there. I'm going to put you a little bit further behind. Okay. So move them on. Just wait there. We'll set up the rest of the convoy. I'm just going to hope that they don't manage to stuff everything up somehow. Alright, there we go. So now we should be good. So, we'll take off nice and slow and steady, just to make sure we don't have anyone going rogue on us. Try not to take out the sign, but I think we're going to anyway. So we'll look and see, make sure everyone's following up nicely. Beacons on. One thing I haven't noticed, actually, I haven't thought of it. It'd be nice to have some support vehicles for a convoy. So basically, just a standard SUV or something like that that's just got convoy signs on it, flashing beacons, and they can lead and trail the convoys you're transporting stuff around. So it'd be nice to have. Alright, so they're all following away nicely, so we can increase our speed a little bit and head on back to the farm. I think we might tuck in and go over the other side of the farm, so we'll go this way. Instead of going into the middle of the farm, we're going to go off and enter via the cows and the pigs area, so we can bring the combine straight into their storage sheds. But that is now all of our fields harvested. So those fields, field 1 and field 10, got a double harvest for this year. They got their initial harvest, and they also got the follow-up harvest, which was great. So now it's just basically time to, like I said, finalise the preparations of the fields ready for winter and then for spring, and then hopefully it's as well we'll get another mowing cycle for the grass. So we'll do a bit of grass work again, just to stockpile the fermenter and all that sort of stuff, and keep our production well and truly running over winter, and that's what we'll be using for a lot of our money making ventures during the winter months as well. We're not going to do any forestry, certainly not on this map, so that won't be an option for us. So yeah, we're just going to use the production to keep us busy during winter, and we'll that should have enough to certainly keep us out of trouble, but it won't mean that we're doing a video for every day of winter. We'll sort of combine a couple of different days and get some videos out that way. Alright, so far everything's followed in nicely. There's been no one decided to go rogue and do the S's and tip off anywhere, which is great. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in through here. I'm going to start separating the convoy up, and I'm going to take the 2 combine harvesters and park them in these effectively hanger bays up here, the sheds. But we're going to take the headers off and park them separately to the combines. Alright, so we'll disconnect the first. And we'll put the headers in the second one here. But no, we can park the combine with the header. That's what we'll do. We'll just do that. That'll be fine. Alright. We'll wander back around and grab the other one. I do like the look of these combines. They've always been a bit of a favourite since I started playing farming sim, and that hasn't changed at all, so I don't mind using these ones at all. Alright, we'll tell the truck to stop following, bring this guy in, line him up. There we go. So we'll shut him down, turn off his beacons. Turn off his beacons. Alright, come over here, grab the truck and the tractor, and we'll head on round and deal with them accordingly. Alright. We can take this guy straight up and offload, and just for the sake of it, well actually no I won't, because he might get caught looking at him, so we'll just tell the star to stay behind. And we'll just come up and offload. So there we go, job done, all the harvests are done. Oh, a bit of a mess here. Have to tidy this up a bit, making it very inconvenient to get round. So we want to park the trailer with the other trailers down here, and we should move all of them at some stage back up to our production area, which is our staging area for all our trucks and trailers. So been a bit lazy leaving everything down here. Alright, there we go, so we'll leave him there. We'll go grab the star and
put him away as well. Very disorganised farm, this one actually. We've got stuff everywhere, literally. I don't even know where I'm going to put this. For now, I'm going to just put in the line here. I've got all the other stuff, and we'll sort it out a little bit later. Okay. So there he goes. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down and sort out all our chickens. So we're just going to use the ute here. What we're going to do is we're going to reverse up. We're going to grab the trailer to get some seed for feed for the chickens. So we're just going to reverse up and grab that. Just got a little trailer up the back here. I'm pretty sure it was empty anyway. Oh, no, it's not. So we're going to empty that out. The empty once I finish though. Alright. What we'll do is we'll actually just disconnect. We'll sort out the straw, which is just here in this trailer. And then give it some water. We'll give them some water. And then we know the chickens have been dealt with as well. Pile of straw. Alright, so we'll jump out and we'll turn around here and just have a look and see what we've got. So with the chickens, given them a bit of wheat or a bit of barley, I think we actually gave them. So they've got enough there for a little while now. Water they need, so we have to give them some water. We've still got them set to breed chickens. We're currently at 405 chickens. Once we get to 500, I'm probably going to turn it around and start producing eggs. So we can lay eggs, but I think we'll still breed the chickens for now and keep them going. That's okay. So what we'll do is we'll get the water going, and then so if we come back over here, water's filling up, so they'll be good to go again. I mean, a little bit low on food possibly, but certainly enough to last them for another couple of days. 2 days probably at least. Alright. So that's all well and good. The harvest is done. Chickens are looked after. Our sheep are okay. We looked after them in the last episode, which was this same game day. So I think basically we're almost prepped to transition game days actually. And we might just do that just to sort of give us a bit of movement effectively. If we have a look and see what we've got stored in our silos. So we've got plenty of wheat. So we've got some barley, canola, a little bit of corn. So I think corn might be one of our next crops we look at for the next year. A little bit of sunflower. We've got plenty of soybeans stored. No TMR or pig food because not using pigs or cows at the moment, so we don't need that. But yeah, once we've got a good stockpile of feed and that though, we'll probably look at possibly doing something like that. But certainly not at the moment. We do need to grab some wheat. We need to grab some straw and take that up to the production facility and use that for a manure separator and also for our composter. So what we might do is we might go and do that. Let's have a look at a fermenter, because we know we've got about 800,000 litres of digestate over at the BGA. So in here at the moment we've got 686,000 litres of silage with 322,000 litres of grass in here waiting to be fermented. So yeah, we'll take the 700,000 out of the BGA, then we've got another 700,000 to replace it effectively, and so that will be well and truly sufficient. We've got 500,000 litres of sugar beets in there. And we've got a whole pile of straw in our straw storage over here, which we're going to go to now and collect and take up to the production facility. So we'll just head on around here. I think we've got about 500 and something thousand litres of straw at the moment. So definitely be looking at doing another wheat field for not quite lined up properly. So there we go. All right, so we're going to offload 160,000 litres. That'll take us about 400,000 litres stored in here still, which is still a fair whack at the moment. We'll take this up, like I said, we'll put in the composter, also in the manure separator, get those two running again, and yeah, we're ready to go. And then by the time we do that, I think it'll be time to transition. There we go, 160,000 litres like that, and off we go. Might go this way this time. Instead of going up the main road, we'll go down, go up the side of field 2, and then come out round behind the shop. So as I said in an episode 1 or 2, or a couple of episodes back now, there is an update coming for Sosnovka Not Extreme. Johnny has incorporated the grazing mod. That's one thing I know he's done. As for what else he's done, I've got no idea. He hasn't told me. I think he's trying to keep me in the dark on purpose. So we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Hopefully he's fixed the spawning at the composter, the compost bagging facility, so you're not in the middle of that wall that you get stuck on. In fact, I might have to tell him about that. He might not even be aware of it. All right. So here we are at our production facility. So we'll offload into the composter first. All right. Let's check see how much fuel we've got too, because I think we might be getting a bit low on fuel for the composter. So we'll fill him up again. Okay, so he took a good 60,000 litres. So now we head on over here to the manure separator. Don't even know what I did with the manure last time I used out of this. I think I just used it for the greenhouses. That must have been all I've used it for. So I'd like to get enough manure built up that we can actually use that to spread on the fields, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so what we can do now is this trailer can be I've got some trailers up there. I'll park it where I should be parking it. Reverse this up next to the animal trailer. It's out of the way. Ying when I should yang. Don't want to be perfect, we want to be at least reasonably straight. Okay. So now we're going to bring the truck over here and park next to the other one. Like so.
Okay, now what we will do is while we're up here, we're going to transfer this solid fertiliser down to the farm. Don't like leaving it out in the weather, in the elements. So we'll go put it in the storage, and then we can take it from there to sell if we need to. Alright. And then when we do that, we'll be able to transition. We'll just fast forward a little bit of time and get to the point we can transition the next day. And then that will be the end of the episode, actually. So we'll close out the episode with the transition to the next game day. We'll take out all the signs. And then we'll return on what will be day 6 of autumn. And if not, maybe even day 7. We may actually do a day or so off camera. While there's not a lot more to do, we don't want to do all our production work in autumn and have nothing to do in winter. So we may transition an extra day or two and just look after the animals off camera, just to progress a little bit more. And we're also going to tidy up the farm. It's a must do. Okay. I think we might actually reverse in here just to make sure we're doing it nice and tidy. Okay. Now that should provide us with a fair amount of solid fertiliser in here by now. If we just, yeah, we're full. 250,000 litres. So it's full. So we're going to have to sell it off. So what we'll do is we'll just leave that here. We'll put the cover over. And we'll take that back up, like I said, in one of the next game days. And we'll wait until we can fill that up again. Then we'll sell off the solid fertiliser. That stockpile's enough to last us for a fairly long while. What have we got over here? We've got our seeds. We've got 98,000 litres of seeds in storage, which is good. We need to get a few more of those done. In fact, that's what we can do. We can offload some fertiliser over on the seed producer. So we'll do that very quickly. All these things I keep forgetting I can be doing with products. So just come over here. And all we're going to do is put some more seed in here, and we'll be good to go again to produce some more seeds. Oh, wrong one. Doofus. Sorry, my wheel is doing a lot of creaking and groaning tonight. Okay, still loses a little bit in here, that's okay. So we'll just pull him out of the way now. Just in there's fine, just out of the way. Put the cover on, like I said, and we'll shut him down. Alright, we can't transition tonight yet, so we'll fast forward just a little bit until we can transition. It's normally about the 7:30 time frame, or 7 o'clock for this time of year. And we're going to go until morning. Pumping out the Zs. And there we go. So now we're in day 6, mid-autumn. We're getting all our harvest income and also paying for all our running costs and all that sort of stuff. Telling us what's full, pallets full for our melons and tomatoes and all that sort of stuff, which is all good. And that's where we're at. So let's have a look at the map. So fields 1, 2, 7, 4 and 9, which we own, have all been ploughed in. 7, 2 and 4 have some fertilisation on them. Fields 1 and 9 don't, so we're going to have to fertilise those and then cultivate in. And then obviously these ones are going to have to probably be sprayed once we've actually seeded because of that. Field 10 can be ploughed now as well, so we'll get that done as well. And grass wise though, let's see what the grass state's at. Grass is coming back, so our grass field up here is ready to harvest again, grass field 1. And most of our other grass around the actual map is growing back as well. So before winter, we'll be able to do another full set of mowing, 6 million litres of grass put into our fermenters and all that sort of stuff to keep us going. So anyway, that's the progression we've got now. So we will continue. We'll probably skip the next couple of days and come back most likely on either day 8 or day 9 of autumn. Probably most likely day 9 of autumn will be our next game day for a video. And we'll then transition through to winter and get a lot of our winter work done. So thanks very much for watching. It's been great having you. Don't forget to press the like button or the dislike button to flush that button. And we shall see you again very, very soon here at Duckzorly Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.